Relentless enemy waves, tight movement, and constant decision-making define the core of Here Comes the Swarm. This is a game built around pressure. From the moment a run begins, the player is forced to balance positioning, upgrades, and survival against an ever-growing wall of enemies. Here Comes. The Swarm is a fast-paced action survival game focused on fighting increasingly dense waves of enemies while improving your character through progressive upgrades. The game is available on PC and targets players who enjoy arcade-style survival titles, roguelite progression systems, and short but intense gameplay sessions. Gameplay centers on mobility and upgrade strategy. The player controls a character in a confined arena while large enemy groups spawn from multiple directions. Early waves are manageable, but the pressure quickly increases as enemies multiply and move more aggressively. The key to survival lies in maintaining movement, managing space, and choosing upgrades that complement your playstyle. Progression works through a familiar roguelite structure. As enemies are defeated, players gain experience and unlock new abilities or passive upgrades. Some builds emphasize raw damage output, while others focus on survivability or area control. The decision-making during level ups adds a strategic layer to what might otherwise feel like pure reflex gameplay. Controls are responsive and easy to learn, which allows players to focus on positioning and threat management. However, the difficulty curve can escalate quickly. Later waves demand precise movement and smart upgrade planning, especially when enemy density reaches its peak. This creates tense moments where a single mistake can end a promising run. Visually, Here Comes. The Swarm uses a clean and readable presentation. Enemy silhouettes remain clear even when dozens of units fill the screen, which is essential for a survival game built around spatial awareness. Particle effects and weapon animations are effective without overwhelming the playfield. Performance remains stable, maintaining smooth gameplay even during the most chaotic encounters. Sound design complements the fast pace. Weapon impacts, enemy sounds, and level up cues are all clearly defined, helping players react quickly during intense situations. The soundtrack leans into energetic electronic tones that reinforce the escalating tempo of each run. Narratively, the game keeps its focus almost entirely on gameplay. There is minimal story framing beyond the idea of surviving overwhelming enemy swarms. This approach keeps the pacing tight, but means players looking for deeper world building will not find much narrative depth here. One of the game's strongest qualities is its immediate gameplay clarity. The rules are easy to understand, but mastering positioning and upgrade synergy takes practice. The short run structure makes it easy to jump into repeated attempts, and each run encourages experimentation with different builds. However, repetition can appear after extended play sessions. Enemy types, while varied enough for early runs, may begin to feel familiar over time. Some players may also wish for larger arenas or more environmental interaction to expand tactical options. In terms of value, Here Comes the Swarm delivers a solid gameplay loop for players who enjoy replay-driven survival games. The roguelite progression system encourages multiple runs, and the challenge curve gives dedicated players a reason to improve their strategy. Ultimately, Here Comes. The Swarm succeeds by focusing on tight mechanics and high-intensity survival gameplay. It does not attempt to reinvent the genre, but it executes its core loop with clarity and consistency. Considering its responsive gameplay, satisfying progression system, and some repetition over longer sessions, Here Comes. The Swarm earns an 8.2 out of 10. It stands as a strong arcade survival experience for players who enjoy mastering increasingly chaotic battles. If you enjoyed this review, like the video, subscribe for more detailed gaming analysis, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you prefer survival games that focus purely on mechanics, or ones that combine gameplay with deeper narrative elements?